broadcast. I'm Anseba Taghla, and these are the major headlines for today. Meeting on implementation of development programs conducted in the southern Red Sea region. The governor of Anseba region met with Asmat residents. United Kingdom's Queen Elizabeth II dies at the age of 96. And UN chief visits Pakistan to boost flood response. On your local news, the governor of the southern Red Sea region, Ambassador Mohammed Said Mintai, held a meeting on 7 and 8 September in the port city of Anseba with residents and government employees focusing on the implementation of the set-out development programs. At the meeting, Ambassador Mohammed Said, indicating the producing youth equipped with the necessary knowledge and skills as part of the set-out development program, called on the public to transfer the noble culture and societal values to the youth and encourage them play due part in the implementation of the national development drives. Pointing out that the participation of the public is vital in designing and implementing development programs, Ambassador Mohammed Said called for reinforced participation. Explaining on the effort being exerted to enable citizens in remote areas of the region become beneficiaries of social service provisions, Ambassador Mohammed Said called on all stakeholders for the successful implementation of the program. The participants on their part called for the sustainability of such meeting. Ambassador Abdullah Musa, governor of the Anseba region, conducted a meeting with residents of Asmat subzone and employees of various institutions in the subzone, focusing on activities of social service provision institutions and development programs. At the meeting, Ambassador Abdullah said that the Eritrean people emerged victorious, foiling the external aggressions and hostilities owing to their strong unity and resilience, and that currently Eritrea is standing firm and with bright future. Indicating that strong effort has been exerted to develop social service provision institutions, and especially that of education and health, Ambassador Abdullah called for integrated effort on the part of the public in general and that of parents in particular for better outcome. Ambassador Abdullah also called on all stakeholders to exert reinforced participation so that students, alongside their regular education, develop their capacity and discipline and play due part in the national affairs. Ambassador Abdullah further called on the public to conduct sustainable soil and water conservation activities with a view to boost agricultural production, especially that of vegetables and fruits farming. The participants conducted extensive discussion on several issues of concern and adopted various recommendations. Proceeding with your news, Eritrea participated at the Sudanese World Friendship Festival organized in Khartoum from 4 to 6 September. The festival, that was attended by ambassadors and diplomatic communities in Sudan, featured cultural ways of life, traditions, and customs of various countries. Eritrea participated at the festival, featuring photo exhibition depicting traditional foods as well as other household materials. Speaking at the event, Mr. Idris Mohammed Said, Secretary of Eritrea-Sudan Friendship Association, indicating that the festival will have significant contribution in strengthening friendship and cooperation between peoples, called for its sustainability. On your last local report, the National Association of Intellectual and Developmental Disability, branch in Gashbarka region, extended material support to caretakers of intellectual and developmental disability in Shabbuko subzone. According to Ms. Asmeret Girmay, representative of the association in the subzone, the support was extended to 51 families that were identified by the association, indicating that in Shabuko subzone there are children with intellectual and developmental disability that have not been beneficiaries of educational opportunity. Ms. Asmeret called on the concerned institutions to pay due attention so that they get the opportunity of education. Mr. Habtom Mbaye, representative of the association, on his part said that the initiative was in continuation of the support the National Association of Intellectual and Developmental Disability branch in Gashbarka region has been extending, and called for the public and the government institutions to take similar initiatives. Dear viewers, and I'll be back with your international reports after the short break. Welcome back. Queen Elizabeth II, the United Kingdom's longest reigning royal and among the world's longest ruling monarchs in history, has died at the age of 96. The Queen died at Balmoral Castle in Scotland, Buckingham Palace, and the death was announced yesterday. Elizabeth's eldest son, Charles, 73 years old, automatically becomes King of the United Kingdom and the head of state of 14 other realms. The 96-year-old marked her Platinum Jubilee on February 6 after ascending to the throne 70 years ago in 1952, following the death of her father, King George VI. On today's last report, United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres began today a two-day visit to flood-hit Pakistan. Officials hope this will boost global support for a humanitarian crisis affecting millions. Pakistan receives heavy and often destructive rains during its annual monsoon season, which are crucial for agriculture and water supplies. But a downpour as intense as this year has not been seen for decades. According to recent data, one-third of the country is underwater following record rains. The Meteorological Office says Pakistan received 5 times more rain than normal in 2022, and the effect of the heavy rains has been twofold, as nearly 7,000 kilometers of roads have been damaged, some 246 bridges washed away, and more than 1.7 million homes and businesses destroyed. The floods have also killed nearly 1,400 people, and this is according to the latest National Disaster Management Authority report. You're still watching us on ERi-TV, dear viewers, and now recap of today's major headlines. Meeting on implementation of development programs conducted in the southern Red Sea region. The governor of Anseba region met with Asmat residents. United Kingdom's Queen Elizabeth II dies at the age of 96. And UN chief visits Pakistan to boost flood response. Dear viewers, that was it for today. Thanks for watching and have a good one.